10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban.
Hello everybody and welcome to WePlay League Season 3. I'm Llama Down Under, joined by Ryu. We've got Shazam versus EWolves. Pretty excited. How about you?
10 seconds remaining.
It should be a really good game. I'm sad to see that we didn't get to have the series
And
before.
I'm not hearing you, Ryu, so...
Oh, can you not hear me? Hello? 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 Test?
Reserve
Okay.
time.
Okay, we're having small technical difficulties, people. I will just give it a second. I'm sure Ryu will be back in a second. It's going to be an interesting one. These teams haven't played each other a huge amount, but in the few games that they have... Oh, I think I hear you there, Ryu. Hello, I hear you typing. I believe EWolves have come home more often than not beating out Shazam, but Shazam also have been having quite a few different stand-ins. Obviously TC, one of the bigger names that most people would know out there, and Fun also being there. So, Ryu, you back? He has to rejoin TS. Don't worry about it, folks. We'll have it fixed up right quick. So, pretty normal bans coming out. The Beast Monster banned out because that's kind of the rules against EWolves, and also Lone Druid, Chen, and Earth Spirit all banned out. Yeah. No worries, just welcome to TeamSpeak. Now, Death Prophet Dazzle picked up by Shazam. Okay.
Yeah, when you were trying to do the introduction there, I was kind of saying, like, I was sad to see that we didn't get to see the last game between... It was supposed to be Power of Friendship and Archon. It's kind of looking forward to that game. Power of Friendship, I think they've been getting a little bit better here and there. But that's not going to happen. Instead, we're getting Shazam and EWolves, just like before. And EWolves have got owned 0-3 by the other day.
Well, that's Complexity.
Yeah, that's
Complexity, like, has EWolves' number. I remember there was, for MDL, when Complexity qualified for MDL, I remember they fell into the losers bracket, and I actually costed some of those matches with Swindles, and he was like, oh no, we'll be fine, we have a plan for dealing with EWolves, and since he said that, they have not dropped games to them.
It's like EWolves take out everybody except EG and Complexity.
Yeah.
So, probably... Well... Yeah, Shazam, they have like so many stars on this Brax. MSS, TC Fun standing in here. SVG's been playing really well. So, want to see who they'll win. But as you said, the Dazzle and the DP were picked up. Haven't seen this combination picked up early on, at least. Normally it's like the Oracle plus DP. But another hero that just gives you another life. And it also helps you a lot when you have ways to buff up the DP, right, with the armor, and then just constantly she has 2 heals now, obviously the Spirit Siphon as well as the Shadow Wave.
Yeah, she's gonna be nigh unkillable, and even though EWolves have picked up Enchantress who can hit like a truck, the spirits don't care about Untouchable, so they already have some good damage on Shazam to deal with Enchantress. Bounty Hunter, the next ban out for EWolves, so I'm not sure if that's to indicate that they might be trying to have Enchantress be in the jungle a bit more, or they just kind of want to not have lanes that are so easily harassed by the bounty.
Yeah, they don't want to pick up a mid hero here and just get roamed on constantly and have the DP plus Bounty Hunter, as well as the Bounty Hunter invades the jungle and can limit Enchantress farm a lot. Like, you'll just share the EXP, you can block a lot of camps before they're picked up, and you just keep tabs of where the Enchantress is roaming as well as the Courier Snipes. I've been seeing so many teams trying Courier Snipes all the time now, because sometimes people are aware of it and sometimes people aren't, of that support just rotating around.
I agree. I'm not What's the right way to say it? I feel like even at these high levels of play, there of course was the patch where everybody was picking Bounty Hunter, and so everybody was aware of the courier snipes. They were sending their support to go ferry out salves or even the bottle. And I don't know whether it's fell off or people just got a little bit lax, but Bounty Hunter pickups have been killing couriers. Won't see that this game because it's banned out, but next, Ursa banned out from EWolves. They really want to protect this Enchantress, and Undying banned out from Shazam. Another one of those kind of, if you're playing against EWolves, you ban this.
10 seconds
They're
remaining.
just gonna go all aggressive early game strategy and run at
5
you.
seconds
And
remaining.
sometimes it works out, sometimes it don't. I think that's the weakness of EWolves. When you look at their mid to late game, it's just not polished, it's not crisp yet. They really need to go against tier 1, tier 2 teams and constantly fight in the later stages of the game so they can become better, but it's just not there yet. They really thrive on the early game, and well, this hero's pretty ancient. Tuskar.
Yeah. It's someone that Shazam pick up quite a bit. Not too many other teams pick it up as much. I was really surprised. They've been playing it on support a bit more, and I think the only other team who picks it up so much is Archon. Try to run the Whitebeard Tusk quite a bit as well, but as you said, it's not super common, although, I mean, arguably more burst damage for Enchantress.
It's gonna be interesting, right? They pick up the DP plus Tuskar. Obviously, the Earth Spirit's banned out, the Bounty Hunter's banned out. This will add a lot of pressure into the mid lane if they want to get something done. And yeah, Enchantress, it does help a lot if you can shard block her in, and then you just snowball on top, and then you have this huge burst damage coming in from Shadow Wave with your other carry hero. So if Enchantress is solo off lane, she can be bursted down pretty easily. Okay, so this is a really good pickup here. OD, it's going to help a lot. If they snowball in on you, you can Astral yourself. You can Astral the DP to help really run away. It's just an all-around good hero here for trying to survive in the mid lane.
Do you think there's any chance the Tusk could actually still be viable in the offlane, or do you think that's just dead and gone?
Yeah, it's not good at all. The only way to really run it is a support. It's way too easy to harass them out of lane, and since the lanes just kind of start farther back, you can't shard block as well as you once could. You can maybe pull the creep wave back, but in this situation, I think an Earthshaker would be way better if you're going to run it in the off lane. It's just not enough space making in the off lane.
Now, as you said, the OD, always a nice strong pickup against aggressive lineups. Also seems like an all-around good hero, and obviously we've seen people, you just smack away at them with OD, suddenly got 1 million in, you hit like a truck. What does Shazam need to deal with this?
They have some really good keys already. I mean, Grave is nice to have. You have a lot of physical DPS coming out. Sure, that doesn't really help you for the magical damage coming in, but this will... I think Savin isn't too bad here. Obviously, if you get on top of the OD before he gets disrupted, then it can become a problem. It's also boost up your movement speed a lot just to run at people. It can really help out a lot when you have this Tusk and then you just want to go for this fast movement speed team. Or they could just pick up an offlaner here, maybe in the Faceless Void. Isn't too bad in this situation. Faceless Void, DP, nice synergy here, but at the same time you have OD as well as the Vengeful Spirit. You can Venge swap people out. OD, you can just disrupt somebody with the Astral, so I don't know.
Yeah, now that... Oh, okay, so I'm assuming this is the Lifestealer offlane that's always so fun to watch. Kind of an interesting one. We'll see whether Shazam can pull it off, but something else. I am surprised the Faceless Void hasn't been picked or banned. We're on the 4th round of picks. It's just someone who's normally banned or picked much earlier. Obviously, EWolves already have the Enchantress. They could still pick it up and run a support Enchantress, which isn't as popular this patch, but I feel like everywhere else is prioritizing the Faceless Void much higher.
Yeah, it just depends. I mean, Na'Vi ran it today in, I think, 3, maybe 4 of their games, and they got they only won 1 game.
Yeah,
1-3. And the thing that makes him really good is the fact that if you hit your chronos, normally they're going to be game-changing and winning. And also, you really need to have the Ags online, because if you have this long 2-3 minute window where his ulti's on cooldown, you're not going to get much done. It's all predicated on that. And we have a huge pickup here that I think he can get a lot
Radiant
done. It's
team
just that
ban.
he's really weak in the laning stage sometimes.
The only person I know who runs the Omni Knight right now is they run it off lane in a couple of NA teams, right? I surely will still have some flexibility here, but as you said,
10
he's not
seconds
necessarily the
remaining.
strongest laner, and especially against someone, I mean,
5
Tusk can
seconds
dodge the
remaining.
purification, the Dazzle's just gonna heal up. I mean, are you getting kills with this? Are you just making
Reserve
sure that
time.
whoever's in your safe lane is very, very safe with Avenge and Omni Knight to protect them?
Yeah, mostly when
10
you get Omni
seconds
Knight,
remaining.
you think of it as a repel, like a free BKB. That's the only
5
reason you normally
seconds
get Omni Knight.
remaining.
Obviously, you can have this huge pure damage nuke coming out from your here,
Dire
from
team
your
pick.
heal come and then really turn around the team fight. Also, the Guardian Angel is going to be really good here for dealing with all the physical DPS coming out from the Lifestealer, coming out from the Exorcism. So they're really trying to make the Guardian's Angel work for these team fights in the middle game, as well as having this repel. This could be a hero that you see, like you said, it's kind of weird, right? It mostly needs a lot of
10
levels early
seconds
on, so
remaining.
you want to rotate it into that offlane situation. But at the same time, you
Radiant
would really like
team
to have it
pick.
in the mid lane too. When they make those dives onto the OD, then you can heal them, repel them, and then you won't give first or second blood, you know?
Yeah, and Shazam, no fear, pick a Juggernaut into the GA. You know, we've already got, hey, I don't care about your physical damage coming out of Omni Knight. Shazam say whatever, we'll just pick more physical damage. Obviously, Juggernaut's a good hero in lane. With a Tusk and a Dazzle, you should ensure some kills, even if you're
10
up against an
seconds
Enchantress.
remaining.
But it's kind of interesting when it comes to the mid-game fighting, as you mentioned.
5 seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
Juggernaut's just an all-around good hero here. You have to think of heroes that will pick up a diffusal blade,
Reserve
right?
time.
Normally it'd be PL, Juggernaut, Spectre could have been. We could have seen that hero in this game as well. You just need some hero that can really pick up an early diffusal. Maybe you'll see Juggernaut go this game drums into diffusal, and this way they'll be able to really fight them head on. And Bristleback is going to be hurt a lot by this. If he goes for this mana, he really needs his mana. There's no Wisp here to really help the Bristleback out. You might not even see any mana boots. Well, normally Venge goes for Ether Lens here, so you might have that. You have Essence procs from OD, so the Diffusal Blade maybe won't be as big a deal as I'm thinking it'll be. And so this will still help out a lot against the Bristleback. And Bristle pickup.
Yeah,
Let's
it's gonna
see.
be Carry Bristle
10
because that's
seconds
Iwo.
remaining.
For some reason, rocking another name. I'm not sure why. You know,
5
just Dota
seconds
player things,
remaining.
and it will be the offlane Omni Knight. So I'm pretty excited to see this. I really haven't seen teams in professional Dota run it other than Freedom, where IX Mike plays it a lot. So
Yeah,
I'm pretty interested.
I just don't think you can get away with running it as a support. You won't get levels. You can't zone out the enemy offlaner. It just this mark.
So we'll be getting into it. Now, just so folks know, on the lineup of Shazam right now, we do have Brax on that Death Prophet. Lifesteal is being played by MSS in that offlane. TC on the Carry Juggernaut. Savage on the Tusk, which of course leaves Fun on the Dazzle. Standing in, pretty sure Fun is still on Freedom, unless I'm mixed up. I'm tossing it over to you, Ryu, to introduce EWolves.
We got M God. There's actually two M Gods on this team.
I
It feels like
know.
Masoko and Mystico, you know. Mystico here playing the Venge. She already got an early ward. We got Van playing the OD. No one, as you said, is Ewo. Gonna be handling that Bristleback. Masoko handling the Enchantress. And last but not least, Smash handling
Yeah.
Omni Knight.
And I think it's a really nice way to kind of sneakily get Smash on the Omniite because he plays a lot of Enchantress since he's rotated into the offlane. And I would have, I mean, I imagine most drafters would have expected that Smash would have been on that Enchantress, so they maybe weren't expecting it to be another one. But we have a 4-man rotation already. They, of course, can all see it coming on EWolves. They're going to start, oh no, they've been split apart by the Ice Shards. Now the spin comes out. EWolves looking to be our first blood. Big heal bomb comes out, and now Van's just standing in the middle of them. Ice Shards on cooldown for 10 more seconds. Can they find someone else? MSS rotating over as well, but that'll be the end of the engagement from the looks of things. Well, they're still being pretty ballsy on Shazam.
I mean, that's just a play you normally won't make because you have the threat of a ball coming in. That was just a really well played from SVG, knowing that he can get away with that kill, leveling up the Arshads, blocking off the path there. And their level
The
1
battle
is insanely
begins.
crazy from Shazam, you have Shadow Wave on top of 3-4 heroes and spin. There's no way EWolves can contest that. Maybe if you had 4 or 5 stacks on the bristleback, but yeah,
Takes time to get that.
it's like having a Bat Rider in the early one-on-one situations or these early engagements. If you can make sure the Bat Rider lives, oh, he'll get like a triple kill early on just because he'll have all those stickies in you and you won't be able to outrun him.
Now, in this bottom lane, it looks like they are using Smash in the short lane. He's going to be up against the Lifestealer. Who wins this matchup? Because it's no one we see often.
Yeah, that's a good question here. I expect Smash will go for maybe a Poor Man's Shield here. MSS should go for an Orb of Venom to really take it to Smash. I think it does favor MSS just because he'll be able to heal up with the Feast constantly. Once he has that level 2, he'll be able to right-click. It's just going to depend on if Smash plays really aggressive with his Purification, how low can he get MSS?
I also think it's pretty funny that Smash already has a point up in Degen Aura. That's what he's decided to go for this lane. It is allowing him to harass MSS a little bit extra, I guess, but not often the first skill point we see into an Omni. In the meantime, we're going to have an aggro try up and top, but as we talked about, I think that Shazam's tri lane is terrifying.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to say the least. Masoka's going to have to do a lot here, and he doesn't have a stun. And they have to really rely on Mystico setting this up. Oh.
Okay, the Ice Shards do come out, and now M got in a lot of trouble. The Spin's just going to get this kill. Nemo trying to get up some stacks of those Quill Sprays, but it doesn't look like it's going to enough. Hadoken comes through, gets the kill! Long range from Masoku. Can they find some more? Masoku chasing does have more Hadokens to throw out, but probably for harass. And they managed to turn it into a 1-for-1. Look at TC go down to that Shockwave.
That looked downtown or something. I don't even know. That was outer space level. That was so far away.
Yeah, that spell, I think it was in 6.86, it got a buff, and it is just, if you get that creep, I mean, that's good RNG. They did a good job trying to block up this camp, right? Just hoping that they could stop Masoku from getting a good creep. It doesn't matter, he found one. And now
well, Smash
actually...
placed a tree down here and he doesn't have a tango. I just wanted to point that out.
Yeah, and in the meantime, Masoku caught on the right side of an Ice Shard, still being chased down a little bit. Creep's not helping out. There's a Poison Touch. Brax even coming over with the Spirit Siphon. It's looking like Masoku, you gotta run. It doesn't manage to kill with the Crypt Swarm. And is Masoku really gonna get away from this? Hellbear Smash is slowing people down. There are more Hadokens if he needs it. Looking like Savage just gonna take a lot of harassment. Ice Shard's off the mark. Oh no, Masoku actually gets caught out there, but Tusk's still level 1, so now Tusk's gonna be the one wrapped around on. I think Shazam, SPG just going down.
Yeah, you do not go high ground right there in that situation. That was questionable, to say the least. Really weird.
Also, really good job surviving from Masoku.
Oh yeah, if that was level 2 Crypt Swarm though, he was super dead. Mid lane, here we go.
Oh yeah, here it comes. Ice Shard's coming out. Again, they still don't have level 2 on SVG, so how are they going to find anything with no Snowball? And Brax unable to seal the deal again.
Yeah, very unfortunate. If Tusk was level 2 there, it would still been very close, but I think they could have had enough to really set up for the kill. Him chasing down bottom lane, we have a man fight.
It's looking like Smash taking a lot of damage here. MSS may just dive onto town. No, Purification comes out from Smash, but it's not going to be doing any damage to MSS. And both of them have Orb of Venoms and just being right pains to each other.
Oh man, he could have turned around and potentially got that kill on MSS.
All of these lanes are hotly contested.
So getting hot and sticky in NA Dota.
As it always is. Moving right back into game plans though, do you think, obviously Shazam, they can do some good early pushing and their team fight's still pretty good with the Death Prophet. Do you think they wait here for Brax to hit like level 9 maybe, where he's got a lot of spells maxed out and that Exorcism before trying to get some work done on towers or force a fight?
Yeah, it'll be predicated on the rotations of the mid maybe this game, or trying to get the kills onto the mid with the supports of the Enchantress as well as the Tusk, where they can set it up. Like you said, Brax can easily rotate to lanes, and if they just have one good rune, a haste rune, and set up these kills, then it could be the snowball effect for the early game of one of the teams.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. EWolves is applying a lot of pressure to that top lane. The Bristlebacks actually got way more last hit. Oh, iShard's blocking out Emgod. He goes for the TP away, but you can't do that next to a snowball, and he's looking like he is very dead. The slow coming out from Dazzle, and this will just be the slow and eventual fall of Emgod. They've got a rotation from the Enchantress trying to help out. iShards coming up in 3 seconds, has them on. Oh gosh, the creeps are blocking it. Now SVG, he's gonna fight the iShards. Emgod still not dead! And now Masoku healing up. There's gonna be a Crypt Swarm though. That'll finally get the kill, and suddenly Brax here ready to kill off Masoku. Untouchable or not, she doesn't have that skill. But now in comes the OD. Brax looking very, very dead. One more auto attack from the OD will get the kill. And this is not what Shazam wanted.
Oh man, the heal coming out from the creep, keeping him alive from the ice shards. That was pretty funny. Good old Satyr there. But yeah, then Brax comes in, but then Van comes in. It's like, what is everybody doing? Rotating out of their lanes. It's like, hey team, we're fighting here. No, we're fighting here. No, we're fighting like everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not. I think a lot of teams aren't often this mobile in the early game. This is something where the current meta, yes, calls for rotations, maybe not this many. So I'm a little bit surprised to see pretty much every lane people have rotated except for this bottom.
Yeah, they're just having these skirmishes like in the hills near here. They're not doing it near tier 1s. There's no TP access really to come in to help. It's just all people running.
Smashing bottom, looking for the kill onto MSS. The Rage coming back off of cooldown in 7 seconds. Smash just going for the auto attacks. He needs to get ahead of MSS, and he's not able to find him. Smash just gonna go back to farming. He does still have purification in case MSS tries to do something fancy here.
Oh, he doesn't have repel. SVG.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that Smash has 0 points in repel. If the roll comes in here from SVG, oh okay, he purifies, so it makes him a much harder target. Oh, MSS is going for it. SVG is there. They've got the degen aura. Smash. He's caught in a bit of a pickle. 2 more seconds on that purification, but now here comes Masoku. He gets one almost. They're in the snowball. Smash trying to walk on back, pulling them further in, but Masoku here getting the kill onto Tusk.
Who baited who? That's the question there. And yeah, there's a lot of action. Even in the mid lane, we have so much exchanging of blows here. You're like, oh, I'm gonna suck you. Oh no, I'm gonna hit you 2 times with the Arcane Orb. We have TP bottom lane. Are they gonna save this?
Okay, they are thinking about it, yeah, but on top lane they're diving. This all-out aggression, very much Elite Wolf style. No one's going to be taking a lot of damage here. Iwo, he's trying to get the Quill sprays on. There is TP rotations coming in from SVG, who has an Ice Shot and a Snowball. Snowball going in first. Omni Slash. Oh, no! What? Oh my goodness, okay, maybe they'll... Oh no, are they not going to get Emgod either? They're not. Okay, the healing camp, this is like the least damage camp in all of Dota, isn't it?
I think...
Is there one that does
I think the 5, maybe not even the 5 gnolls, or the little bitty guys. I don't know, it's pretty close. It's either first or second.
I don't know what to say. So I was trying to point out that I feel like this is a game that Elite Wolves, they're very used to this style of constant fighting, and they are coming out a little bit ahead overall. Do you think this is going to help them going into mid-game? I'm sorry, I still have the giggles from that. Neutral creep.
I mean, I would harp on that for the next 1 minute. Why aren't you? That was... I would leave the game at that point. It's like you get last hit bashed to Roshan, and then all of a sudden they get the Aegis steal or the last hit, and you're screwed. Oh man,
it's not good
not as
for
bad
morale.
as that, but
it's just not good for morale. But yeah, it does feel like Elite Wolves, they're very used to this playstyle, and they're starting to pull ahead just a little bit. So they're 2,000 gold lead, nothing super big to write home about, but of course they do have some big ults. For Shazam, TC actually not getting a huge amount of farm in that top lane.
yeah, that's the one downside. They've been putting a lot of pressure on, and then they really need to have the poison touch early on coming in from Fun if they really want to chase down the heroes. It's just Bristleback's super fast. They needed to have the slows. I think he went Grave level 2, I'm not sure, but they needed a lot more pressure to come out on the Bristleback, and then they don't know the rotations where Masoko has been going, so it's the constant threat of this Enchantress having 2 or 3 creeps. I will say though that this mid lane has been like evenly matched throughout the whole time. It's just that right now Brax is down on 10 CS. He just pulled ahead of him.
Yeah, I think obviously Brax rotated down bottom in an attempt to save that tower, and it got rid of some of the CS he could have gotten in mid. There's going to be a tornado coming out now for more harassment, so it looks like they might be planning on pressuring this tower. Lifestealer up in that ancient granite golem, just being a real pain in the ass. They don't have the damage right now on EWolves to knock it down, so Lifestealer is just going to be irritating like this for a while.
Yeah, it's not the best creep though right now though, because what you want to have early on as a life stealer is, sure, this buffs up your allies when, if you really want to team fight, you get the 15%, but it doesn't help you farm more efficiently. So you don't have like the Thunderhide, you don't have the Black Dragon that you really want, so you can push out the creep waves.
Ooh, they're going in for Blacks. They don't have any Viscous Nasal Goo up on the Bristleback, so it looks like this will just be an uncontested tower push. Brax does have Exorcism, hasn't popped that yet. Could try to go in for this fight, but as you mentioned, not the best creep for D push, not the best push for creep for anything, and this tower, it's gone.
Yeah, their lineup is really wonky from Shazam. If they're really far behind and they're getting pressured with their towers, they can't really go on anyone because you have to have Lifestealer come out of his ancient, or you're gonna have Tusk putting himself in a bad position and going on to the creeps. Finally, he's got some levels up. He's level 4. He's gonna kill Mystico here.
In bottom lane, they've got a snowball down onto M-God. Mystico, yeah, he's probably okay. He just eats Fairy Fire's healed up. Purification, he's full health again. And now TC in a lot of trouble trying to just walk it off, but he doesn't have the mana for Omni Slash. He popped up the Healing Ward instead.
He can if he entreads.
Yeah, okay, he does switch over to the treads. His Healing Ward is gone. Does he have support coming in? No, he's blown up by the Purification. Ice Shield's not enough. And now Savage has to run away here. Can he juke out well enough? He's going for the TP, should be fine. Astral Imprisonment. Oh no, it catches him right at the end of the TP. And now we're going to be seeing a dead Tusk too. Snowball just delaying it. This aggression not working out for Shazam.
Yeah, at least they're putting some pressure on the tier 1 tower, but they still have Fortify up. Do they have any TPs? TPs. Yeah, this could be where Van needs to teleport mid. Yeah, here we go. Or just the... Yeah. Still, Brax will not be pressured into a situation where he dies. Okay, MSS, there you go, buddy. You got the dragon. This is when you start farming a lot. And it's just, with this Repel, with this Omni Knight going in that solo one-on-one situation, he wasn't shut down in the off lane. He gets so many levels, and that's the usefulness of the hero.
Yeah, and didn't feel like there was a whole heap they could do against him. Ancient Black Dragon. Gonna actually look at Masoku taking so much damage from this fireball. Masoku just died to Roche because of the fireball. What? Did they buff the neutrals when we were gone, Ryu? Like, what is going on this game?
I just want to know why Bambi just stood in the fire for 6 seconds and got roasted.
Yeah, it's not going great for the heroes in this game.
Oh, you're sadistical. So you eat Bambi. Oh yeah, let's see. Mama eats deer.
Anyway, Bambi down. Luckily to Roshan and not to one of the enemy heroes. We're gonna be seeing some more farming coming out of the Lifestealer in this game. A bit of a comedy on our head. They've already got a Vanguard up on the Bristleback though. Probably Crimson God for the Exorcism Spirits.
I'd say that again. Crimson Guard
for the Exorcism. I think. Oh, no. I thought. Oh gosh, no, it doesn't. No. Oops. Well, egg on my face.
No, it doesn't help at all. That's why Crimson Guard this game is. It's really great though to help out for the Lifestealer right clicks, the Juggernaut right clicks. Doesn't help for the Omni Slash damage, but it'll help out a lot for the right clicks.
It is pure damage block, right? It's.
Yeah, you're even trying to confuse me now.
No. I just mean it's pure damage block. So even though you might have minus armor, it does it before that takes into account. So it's nice against Dazzle. I'm not trying to confuse you. I'm sorry. You're here to unconfuse the rest of us. But...
No. This is the one thing that I did a little research on was the Crimson Guard because I wanted to make sure everything. It doesn't work against like Death Ward and all those things, but at the same time, yeah, it should help out. Just for the right clicks in this situation.
And again, we're seeing pressure being applied on top by EWolves despite not really having this Death Prophet, the stronger pushing lineup. They're going to give it a go here. And the Fireball is getting rid of creeps. There doesn't look to be a rotation since Shazam wants that bottom tower, but if it was tier 1 for tier 2, maybe not the best of trades.
They're putting pressure on the mid lane still. That's good coming in for Brax. He's working on his EWolves. He could really use that. It's not going to help out dispelling much, but it'll help when he wants to set up kills, stop TPs, maybe dodge Venge stun. Needs to be very careful here. Okay.
Yeah, he
Poor
gets
guy.
Astral imprisoned. There's going to be rotations in from the Omni Knight. 4 seconds, a lot of time. Silence comes out from Brax, going for the TP. Is he going to get on out of here? And he does.
Oh, he didn't swap. He instead went for the magic missile, which has a projectile speed, so nether swap's instant.
No. Mistakes were made. Either way, Brax getting on out, helping his team not take more of a deficit, but the push is coming in middle. They do have Juggernaut still pushing on bottom. Can Shazam take this fight, do you think?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, I'm looking at Life Stealer's items right now. It's atrocious from MSS. They have Exorcism. They ideally like to have it level 11 here on Brax. Fun is still not level 6 on Shepherds. And yeah, there's just no way they can really fight. TC is... It's not even that he's underwhelming on farm. I mean, not farm. He needs level 11. He needs to have a Battle Fury. The Elite Wolves are so far ahead right now. Let's look at the graph right now. It says 5,000. That's pretty much like 10,000 now.
Fun is taking a lot of damage. There's no escape here. This is just Shallow Grave to delay the inevitable. And now, with that pick off, they might try to siege. Fun still not level 6, as you pointed out. Bristleback just going behind the tower, has that Arcane Rune, actually just going to take a bunch of tower hits. And Lifestealer, looking like he's building up an omelet, doesn't have it yet. I'm a little surprised he didn't try for the Radiance that we see is so popular these days.
No, there's just no way he can even farm that much gold. They're getting pressured. They're going to get raxed at like 20 minutes if in 20-25 minutes whenever they take the Roshan.
Oh no! Enchantress has dominated the creep that Lifesteal is in. There's gonna be a swap onto Savage. He rolls forward, gets the Warrior Punch up onto the bench, but they're still not taking nearly enough damage. They're all healed up by the mech. Out comes the Crimson God. MSS just has to wander away, and this tower looking firmly in control of Elite Wolves.
Yep, the cute Lifestealer plays is not working out. That was pretty funny. Watching him take over the creep. CC gonna spin away here, but they cannot fight head on, and I'm just wondering how are they gonna be able to even have a high ground defense? It's not looking good for Shazam to say the least.
EWolves is almost finished out on Death Prophet, even though there's Guardian Angel, Exorcism lost for a while, right? There's potential that they could get off a full duration Exorcism, despite the Guardian Angel. I agree with you though, I'm just not sure how Shazam set this up, and they've only got one tier 2 left.
They still need to address the issues with the Repel too. They are going Battle Fury on Juggernaut here, which in this situation, TC, a little bit careful here. I don't know if he should be going for that. I would have really liked phase drums and then putting a lot of pressure on top, but they didn't get enough kills against the tri-lane for Shazam, and they're hurting because of that.
Yeah, and with that, they're gonna go back and attempt the Roshan a second time. We'll see if Bambi can stay alive. Shazam have to be aware of this, and yep, the pings do come out. They have vision, of course, as well, of the Roshan pit. They know it's going on. They themselves have smoked up. They're coming in. They have Exorcism at the ready and the EWolves up on Brax, but Elite Wolves already out. Don't even want to contest it.
Yeah, they'll put the cart back into Roche. So you can see if they're gonna, go for that sneaky Roche play, and the only way they can go for the sneaky Roche play is popping Exorcism. This is the last chance for Shazam right now.
Yeah, we'll see. They do have a big old wraparound. Their smoke is about to wear out, though. The creeps are going to see them coming in. Elite Wolves are going to be aware of it. Exorcism, there it goes. There's going to be a feast coming out onto the sofa. Immediately, the Crimson God comes out. They killed up the Enchantress already. Smash has that repel. There comes the old Brax in a lot of trouble. He still has the EWolves. He's being Shallow Grave as well. He can EWolves here at the last second. Has he used it? No, he doesn't manage to get it off. The only Smash comes out underwhelming, and now Van, he will blow up, but TC taking a lot of damage from all of their heroes, and now EWO ripping on through their lives. Snowball saving lives for now, but there is so much physical damage coming out. Savage, he doesn't have Horus Punch up right now, and MSS stun blown up here. Savage being chased down. Everybody's healed up to full again with the Purification. Will they be able to get the Magic Missile? No, not the swap either.
Not again.
And all things considered, oh, Enchantress, did she fight back?
I don't think so. She's just level 7.
Okay, she's just level 7, so they 2 for 4.
Yeah,
That
that's definitely worth it for EWolves. I mean, Shazam took a fight that didn't look good at like it started off really good for them. They used the silence on the DP and caught 4. But once the Guardian Angel came out, oh my goodness, the physical DPS, everything was not there. It was still a really good grave keeping him alive, but they're gonna need so much more for the next team fight.
Yeah, it does feel like the game is in EWolves' hands to throw. Now, good news for Shazam. EWolves typically has a lot of trouble from the 20 to 30 minute mark, and Brax getting caught a little bit out of position here. He's got backup, but where is any sort of stopping power onto this Bristleback? They have nothing. They throw out the armor, but now the repel comes out. Bristleback still taking damage to swap back into their lines. Brax immediately uses the ult. No exorcism. They're doing a lot of damage on M-God, but immediately healed up by the purification, and now the Guardian Graves as well. Brax finally goes down there. All they've gotten is the bend in return. Fun taking a lot of damage. Snowball slowing things down. Fun just going for the TP away with the shallow grave, but Savage gonna be the one who pays the price. And that looking like it sets up nicely for high ground from EWolves.
Yeah, that was a really good play heads up from Van, knowing that Fun would try and use the shallow grave on somebody. He just instantly puts them under with the Astral.
Yeah, there's tower at the very least going down. They will buy back on to the Tusk. There's no buyback on the Death Prophet, but only dead for 10 more seconds. And when she's up, there will be Exorcism. The EWolves decide to play it safe, back on out. Maybe, finally, Roshan time.
It was a really nice play coming in from EWolves there. They started off with a goo. They kept chasing, and then Venge finally caught up to where they could get the swap. Oh, TC.
Yeah,
poor
he
buddy.
doesn't know. He's standing right on top of Van, who opens up, starts smacking away at him. Silence coming out onto Van. There's going to be the impetus strike onto TC. The Exorcism is out, but there's the Guardian Angel. They need to back on out on Shazam, but they've already lost TC. Can they find anything else here? Exorcism is poking at people. Guardian Angel finally down. The healing ward goes down. Ice shards through the midst of them, but they've lost Lifestealer, and now Brax swapped into the middle. Is going to use the Yules, trying to find anyone to damage, but there are too many targets. The Spirits do nothing. Shallow Grave comes out, as well as the buybacks. They have Omni Slash at the ready. Brax can he keep himself alive? Another heal. Saved in the snowball. Omni Slash going around Masoku. It looks like they'll get the deer. MSS goes down again. They need to find more kills for these buybacks, but Shazam, they're having no luck. Bristleback only half health, but he hits so hard. The Exorcism's down. With that, there's no more damage on Shazam, and that might just be GG.
See that 105 intelligence, boys?
What? Oh my goodness. Yep, 105 on OD.
You'll never get that much in your lives. Alright, well. Jeez. It's... Yeah, that's... I mean, Ashiva's guard and drums on Odie, this guy is immortal, especially with the repel. There's no way to burst down this hero, and they use so many buybacks there. It's gotta be over now.
There's just not much left in the tank for Shazam. Where do you think it went wrong? Just the tri-lane not getting kills? Do you think there's a draft problem here?
Oh, there's an inherent kind of draft problem when you're trying to deep push in these towers. Like I said, you have to get early game of pressure too. Like they really need to snowball on top lane, and their game plan wasn't really there. Lifestealer, they traded Lifestealer's free farm for the levels of Omni Knight, and once Omni Knight starts getting levels up, it's really hard to take team fights against them. So they need a lot of kills in top lane, or they needed to kind of rotate around and do some more stuff. But like at the end of the day, you still need a diffusal. You still need a diffusal to counter EWolves.
We have a 15k net worth lead for EWolves. We got Guardian Graves. We got a Heart almost out on the Bristleback. His OB, I don't know, maybe an AC, maybe just a casual Moonshot, so he can get up even more in once that 105 back. And Shazam, they need a miracle right now.
Yeah, they just need EWolves just to turn off their computers. There's like 0% chance that there's a comeback in this game. I would say there would be a little bit if they had, like I said, diffusal or items. Like they have 0 items on any of their heroes. Like you said, if they have Radiance on Lifestealer or something, basically this Lifestealer is running around doing nothing. It's a useless hero in this situation. Sure, MSS does a lot of damage in the team fights, but a lot of it's mitigated once the Guardian Angel comes out, and they already have a lot of heal. They're only killing off the supports of EWolves during the team fights. They're not picking off any of the cores. Maybe one, but you're not killing OD or Bristleback anymore. Those heroes are gods right now walking around.
Yeah, the Hot is finished on the Bristleback, and with the Guardian Greaves as well, anytime somebody gets low here, they get so much regen. Yes, TC is doing some good work pushing on the bottom lane. Even got the Frenzy creep to try and help out. But there's going to be the Glyph. TC gonna try to race them. We have a TP coming in from Bristleback, and these two, they know it. They can't kill this Bristleback. He's gonna go with the Viscous Nasal Goo, causing a lot of problems. The Bristle just gonna stand there. Maybe be able to kill off this creep? Should be. Lifesteal is in a lot of trouble if he pops one out, but he can just rage TP if he needs to, and that's what he'll do.
Yeah, you don't want to give the Bristleback even more gold. I mean, just slow down his income a little bit. He's only 12k net worth. You don't want to give him any more.
And with that, I just don't, as you said, not sure what you do here for Shazam. They almost have the Battle Fury up on TC, but even though it's quite a bit of damage, I don't think EWolves are gonna give you them lucky one auto attack in the Omni slash for cleave. Like, I'm just not sure what the play is.
Well, the perfect play is silencing onto Smash, and then them singling out somebody with the Juggernaut ulti. And it can't be Van now because he has the Aegis.
Yeah.
So you would have to kind of single out Smash maybe and kill him. But
okay, Van taking a lot of damage here. Does get Purified and Guardian Greaves all the way back up to full health now. Masoku. They actually roll in onto Smash, trying to stop him from getting off that D8. They might be able to kill off Van here, but the Omni Slashes are not quite in the right place. Van swaps back into safety. Tusk already dead. They're going on the Bristleback, but he has a Hot. And now the Impetus Strikes coming out of Masoku. There's another silence. They burnt the Aegis. Brax still has that Exorcism going. Has the EWolves up in 2 seconds, so can stand and fight, potentially being healed up by his team. Pops those one charges. So far, the int count only at 5 from the OD, but now getting a lot higher. At 10, drops that Sanity Eclipse, does very little. TC just trying to stand there and spin. Brax using that Shallow Grave, but it's not enough. TC going down again. No buybacks on these heroes. The Death Prophet coming back in, but all she has is Spirit Siphons and Crypt Swarms. And the Guardian Greaves come out for the second time in this fight. Rax looking low. Buybacks, none of them at the ready on Shazam. And Brax just gonna have to stand there, take the Impetus, get swapped back in, manages to ult off a bunch of stuns and stuff. M-God actually taking damage from MSS, but the moment the Rage is gone, he can't take it. They take off the Death Prophet again. Savage is down, and that's it. The GG call.
NA Dota got manhandled. SA Dota came out on top. That's pretty much what happened in this game. It was just from start to finish. There was nothing really Shazam could do. It is a little bit drafting issue, but they just needed way more kills. Like when we saw the Tusk rotating mid, and he didn't even have level 2. Like that's just even depressing just to watch that, because your kill potential is not there against the OD when you have the DP there. And then they just